So we're having a chat today about settlement agreements, which are often used when an employment relationship goes wrong. What is a settlement agreement? Well, a settlement agreement is a contract. So it's a legally binding and confidential agreement which brings an employment relationship to an end. I often say that it can be the employment law equivalent of a clean break divorce, almost as if the employer and the employee are saying, you go your way and I'll go mine. Next then, what does a settlement agreement contain? Typically 4 things. So these are the key features of a settlement agreement. First of all, the employee is giving up his or her rights to bring a formal employment tribunal claim or claims in the ordinary civil courts. Then secondly, and it's linked to that, in return for the employee surrendering the rights, they're given a payment. The amount of that payment will vary, but usually the bulk of that payment will be tax-free. The third key feature of a settlement agreement is an employment reference. So because the employment relationship is coming to an end, then clearly, in most cases, the employee is going to need to find another job. So usually, as part of a settlement agreement, there'll be the wording of an agreed written employment reference. It might just be a factual reference that confirms the dates of service and the employee's job title, but it'll be in at least neutral terms, so it will help the employee, as I say, to find another job. Fourthly, and this can be important for employers in particular, a settlement agreement is always confidential. And because of this, you'll see that the media often refers to settlement agreements as non-disclosure agreements. But a settlement agreement is, as I say, always confidential, subject to certain very important exceptions. Okay, so are settlement agreements a good idea? Short answer to that is that it depends. It is important that both the employer and the employee get good legal advice, but a settlement agreement can be a much better way of resolving a difficult work situation than going to tribunal. It can be easier, certainly a lot cheaper, and much less stressful than going through tribunal proceedings.